Boy, I gotta talk. I haven't talked in my just like I had. How are you beautiful tubers doing today? What is happening? It is oh, that sucked. Oh jeez. My back. Oh good. Sorry. I pulled the cord out. I think the microphone's working. I think here. Look, okay, so here's the thing. Here's what happened. Right? I just cleaned this desk. There's supposed to be sounds now. You guys didn't hear that, did you? You didn't hear that. I don't know why. I was having a great time last night. I had earbuds in, and I was doing the sound things. There's a whole sound thingamajig. Yeah, whole big thing. Whole big thing. Doesn't work. I don't know how to fix it. Did you hear that? The whole thing is okay. Here's the deal. So it's King Bob here. Hey, King Bob, this is your fault. All King Bob's fault. 'Cause look. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Listen. I got a button that's a minion. And that was the whole like I was so excited. I was like, "Oh man, King Bob's gonna be impressed. He's gonna be like, I never seen the minions. I have no idea what's going on, but I thought, man, I was doing something cool. Then I remembered as this once they go live that I hadn't played with it yet, so I didn't know if it would go live or not. Sorry. Mm. C482, how you doing, babe? Heather May, what's going on? Darth Vader. There's no T, there's no H, just Dar. Uh, Sasha, how are you? 80s music, man. I could go for some Panama right now. Why is it I always think of Van Halen? I think 80s music. Not even a thing. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, how you doing, man? What's going on? Hey, Mitch, I saw you commented like after you put comments up in streams like on somebody else's channel. And I was like, I started to reply to you. Like I would say, hey, how you doing or whatever. And I was like, oh, not my channel. Well, I saw you, man. I saw you. I thought about you. It's like, oh, I was telling you. I was like, he'll probably never come back in. Oh gosh. Okay. I get through this. Y'all, it's all y'all's fault. I got so much stuff to tell you guys. It's gonna be awesome. How you doing? Why didn't that click? How you doing, Donna? What's up? Donna. Whoa, Donna. K-Ray, what's going on? K-Ray's right here. Family Tay, it's right there. Expert, can you find the live button? Wish here, show me. Wish you're here, show me. Megan O'Brien. Hey, you've been working on your avatar, haven't you? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. You collect puppies and take pictures of them? That's fabulous. That's what your avatar looks like. Hey, Foxy. Did you hear me? Hey, you did. My tongue got stuck in my mouth again. Uh, why do I feel so stupid saying hi to y'all tonight? This is horrible. Golly, man, I'm off my game. She Hunts, how you doing? Side eyes. Expert owes me $1 for hitting the like. There's nothing about a cash transaction here. There's nothing. Nobody said anything about that. I don't think we did. Did we? Did we talk about that? She Hunts, how you doing? Did I get a haircut? At some point, I mean, not today. That's what you're asking. I think Friday I trimmed up the sides a little bit. You know, you just didn't Friday. You're too busy. How you doing, Shane Drain? Ah, there's King Bob. I'm not gonna say hi. The reason why the buttons don't work. Kidding. Nefarious shenanigans. What's going on? What? Huh? Nope. Nope. Oh, I did that. I did that to the dogs. I did it to the dogs. I'm sure I've missed people and everything. I'm sorry, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Bump, 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 bump. I don't think I mean, there's a lot. So late to this. Lost Souls, how you doing, babe? What's going on? Lost Souls, have you heard anything new about can't even say their name. Guntry. Guthrie. Guthrie. Like my wife's into it now. Now she's like, it's gotta be an inside job. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. J7 gifted 5 memberships. Jay, how you doing? Thank you so much. Oh, you got a one wiggler. You can handle that after. Now listen, let me tell you what. So J7's football team did not prevail yesterday. Here's the thing. Well, it's a conspiracy. I already saw that because it was all about like the names. Patriots couldn't win because Seahawks had to because it's optics. I'm in some weird channels, yo. That's all behind a paywall. Anyway, Jay, as someone who gets really excited and does a lot of football activities for a really sucky team, like I'm used to losing. Remember, not about the final outcome of the game. It's all about the party going into it. So hopefully the one wiggle. Yeah, that's what sorry I did. It's like, I mean wiggle, 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 wiggle. That can be a little powerful if you've had too much of a party. Oh my god, Squid, how you doing? What's happening? Spent the whole weekend in bed with strep. Holy cow. So here's what that's the FNL hangover. You spend the whole weekend in bed. It's the weirdest thing. Debbie Joe, how are you doing? I've just been lurking. Debbie Joe doesn't lurk. She doesn't lurk. Dean Fortunato, how you doing? Boom, boom, boom. It was an honor to be nominated. Make it to the dance, right? Make it to the dance. Doing Leela, what's going on? Guys, you guys are crazy. And you guys, I was last night. I'll tell you everything. I'll catch y'all up here in a second. How you doing, Melissa Jane? Farrell, how you doing? Look, I thought at first when you said that, I was like, man, is something happening to Farrell? Is she okay? It's because like she have a terminal illness because she's never been nice. And now I realize that she probably there's a hot button and she gives it to everybody. She just tosses it out there. Everybody's handsome. I'm so hungover. I can only handle one wiggle. Yes. See, that's the part. That's the part of it. You ever see the movie Major League? You know how at the beginning they're like talking about, oh, so what do you think about the season's gonna be like? You have the fans, like the season ticket holders, there's like 4 of them at the beginning of the season. And they're out there in the bleachers and they're just having a great time. That's been me for quite a while. University of Tennessee. So bad stuff. Bad stuff. Expert, sorry, didn't hear it, but it's thought that counts. So I'll still send you the brand new gift just got in the mail. Will it still be new? I don't know what's going on. Do you have a treehouse? I don't know why I think you would have a treehouse. Hey Danielle, how you doing? So last night I love Major League. It's such a good movie, man. I think everybody who's ever played Little League Baseball has seen that movie. Um, Last night after the stream, we, went over Discord over there way too long. Uh, we had, Miss Divine came in, so who is from, Boston. It's the whole all of my crazy no, I'm not crazy in a bad way, crazy in a good way, like a fox, from up in there. Anyway, it just reminded me of the stuff, and this is why I'm blaming everybody here. I'm blaming you, Side Eyes, and you, J7, and you, Lilo. Uh, it's got into the gossip last night, man. You know, because I hadn't heard her talk, and she started saying things, and it's like, oh. And then I got on Reddit, and that's never a good thing. So I figured, you know what you do? We'll break down some documents here. What do you guys think? We do that, see what's happening in the civil case. And what did I do? Yeah, so you nothing. You're just perfect. Okay. All of y'all are perfect. God, I haven't watched last night yet. Not that you guys. Oh, well, last night, I'll tell you about last night. The stream, is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about something else? The gossip is the civil trial is very gossipy. Um, that's like I said, I got on Reddit, and I started looking at the stuff. I'm like, oh man, like so right now in the civil trial, they're doing all the pretrial stuff, right? And evidently, somehow, an email from Karen got sent to everybody, and then they start talking. Reddit's like, well, maybe it was a butt email. And then that went on for a while, and I started laughing. It's like 5 AM. Like, this is I can't do this because this is such a great, you're far from perfect. Well, you always have to have something to look up for too. Okay, you can blame me. Yes, you are totally blaming. I totally fell asleep in Discord. You know what's funny? Okay, so, um, okay, Miss Divine, that's her name. And so she had 3 hours of sleep, she said, before she had to go to work. I'm like, "Why are you back here?" See, Discord's a bad place. Uh, but Danielle, at one point, I said something to you, and I was like, "Oh, wait a second, her mic's off." It's because I thought I heard you, and it was Okay's voice. It was so weird. It was I was I at that point, I knew I needed to go to sleep. Um, I scanned into Discord. Oh, yeah, that's the new thing. That's gonna be the new deal. Hopping in the sauna blanket. Well, hold on. Why aren't you sharing this with us? Live stream this. What's a sauna blanket? How do you jump in them? The Prince of Wales is here, ladies and gentlemen. It seems sketchy, but I got NFL streaming service Sunday for only 99 cents. And I was crushed when the Steelers beat my beloved Cowboys 35-31. Tell you what, man. Uh, Maybe a little loopy, but old Terry Bradshaw, man, good quarterback, ain't he? Yeah, you gotta give him his dues. I'm sorry, man. I don't even know what I was trying to say. I'm sorry, Zach. It's a bad day when your team loses, man. I understand. I understand, man. Um, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my, it's Zach. People ask, what's that? It's Zach. Um, anyway, what was I gonna say? There's something else about wait, is Jason did she leave yet? I'm sure she did. Notice that there's no more tassels. Okay. Thank you for ruining it for me, ruining the day of love by saying it looks like tassels, but it's fixed now. Um, okay, that's why I said I had to wash Brown Dog. Oh my gosh, he's been driving me nuts today. He's got the itchy skin, you know? We have, like, a special medicated shampoo for his itchy skin. These things right here have been can't have a light bulb, you just flip the switch too. Gotta be able to, like, play yeah, my phone turns my lights on, and they stop turning on and off because, I think people have messed with it and stuff anyway. So I had to get up on a ladder, unscrew these from the ceiling, put them all together. Yeah, there's a scanner code you gotta scan on the side. Oh, it's for a light bulb. I get them all plugged in. I try to get hooked up to Apple HomeKit. You know what it says? Scan, scan your bulb. It's the second scan. The first scan was from the manufacturer. Second scans for Apple. I was like, I didn't know there was no. So all my stuff's got to come down. It was very frustrating. We started. It was warm enough today. I didn't know it was gonna be warm today. God. So anyway, we had to. We finally moved our. We have a outdoor table. Yeah, this is how we do it in the trailer park. We got an outdoor elongated, like a it doesn't have benches, so but it's like, like a picnic table, but it doesn't have benches. It's just a 8-foot long table or 6 feet or 7 feet, something like that. It's big. And so that's what we bring in for Thanksgiving and leave it, through Christmas to eat on because like that's our we have uh TV trays, we usually eat off. That's how we do it. So anyway, that thing's been for the past 2 months is that I need to go out back outside. I had to go outside. I don't know why my wife was obsessed with I had to blow off the deck to before we could take the thing out there. And as soon as I did, I was like, well, this floor is disgusting. I was like, where's the big like scraper broom? So I was like, it needs to all be like scrubbed up. And so, this is what my day is. My day, I have actually started doing things like major, like the honeydew things. And it's like I thought I was done. I look at it, I'm like, I gotta take everything apart. I gotta redo everything. It's not good. Having a heat wave up 12 degrees was negative 20 this morning. What? Negative 20? We're at 46 right now. Hey, celestial force. How you doing? Um, so anyway, it should have been that. Brown dog's gonna follow me around. I mean, like he is like you touch him. He also his hair feels wiry. What it is, I now don't have grass in a spot in my front yard. I think I told you guys about that. Oh, so bad. He goes out there and he rolls. And I'm like, dude, come on, stop it. So he had to have a bath. I just did that. And at one point, like he got in the bath, like in the shower, like a weird way. He was positioned in a weird way. And so, like, for me to get in and like step over and like, I did do a new technique of washing. I got a elongated, deferring, dematting comb. I did that with the soap. So like all that soap could get in there right up against that skin. Supposed to be in the mid 70s tomorrow. That's why you're in a tanning blanket. You're gonna be out. It's bikini weather, 70, isn't it? It was 30 in Omaha. Omaha has steaks and they have Ed McMahon nature shows. Not Ed McMahon. It's something nature show. I don't know that. Anyway, um, you ski naked. Wait, are you trying to say snow? You guys got snow? You got snow out there? Look at this, y'all. He's Zach's like in a little like snow outfit there. Either that or he just had LASIK and he's in goggles. I think that's LASIK. I think that's what he's wearing. Is LASIK. But yeah, totally. I mean, why wouldn't you? E and the buff, you know. But Michelangelo made David. You look like this, you gotta show it off. Anyway, just so stupid. But no, last night was fun. Spent too much time in Discord. Our buddy Max Murray popped in. I was trying to go to bed. And you guys know Max is from Japan. And he was talking about golly, Japan had some crazy elections. And so of course that gets me going. It was not a very eventful sleeping night, but it was a good night. It was fun. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. How you doing, bud? May I have to jump commando in a frozen lake before good times? Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's called skinny dipping around here. D2. Zach needs some wiggles. Oh, okay, so well, I mean, in the front here, that's Zach. We superimposed my face over him so you couldn't see him. But then he's going to stand being out of the limelight. So he's like, yeah, it's okay. You can tell people. But just imagine this, but he's got some like snow skis. And I don't know, did you take water skis maybe? I mean, like I figured you'd have water skis. So like, can you take those and just take the little fins off and go down? That'd be kind of cool, man. That'd be ingenuity. You got a power drill and you can take those screws out. People like me are envious of that, man. Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Are we there yet? Also, have we made it? Have we made it? Are we there? Oh, there she is. I was just talking about you. So, okay, here got me interested in. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Sorry, everything's okay. I had to find a lamp. Dust my bulbs. I'm telling you, it's so frustrating. Anyway, I got interested in the whole can't read civil trial stuff because it's really goofy right now because somebody did a butt email. We think it was Karen. So her butt is causing more problems in Massachusetts. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's so crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Let's see here. This first one here. I have a bunch. The one I want to I'm just gonna tell you like what the things are. It's Karen Reed's motion for order requiring plaintiff's counsel to destroy inadvertently produced communication. Like the erroneous email. Nobody knows what's in it. We just know that she hit CC instead of BCC or I don't know. Whatever her butt did, we're blaming her butt. So, again, one of those guys, whatever he said is a lie. Me? No, I don't lie. Like I'm not smart enough to. I'm really not. Um, I get things confused, but but anyway, so yeah, so there's erroneous emails, right? Okay, so it's just like one page, but then the next one is uh defendant's motion to recuse. Oh wait, that's right. No, no, wait a second. That's a different one. Oh, that's a different one. Sorry, I don't know who. Some judge, man. There's some other case doing something. I don't know. What's this one? I have 5 cases pulled up. 6 cases maybe, or some motion, sorry. Okay. Affidavit of the attorney. Now that's gonna be Mhm. Oh, actually, all right, here we go. We're gonna start here with this one. That's what I'll bring up. Because it is, it's easy and it sets the whole stage for the stuff. Here, let's see that the right size there. So enlarging this and bigging it. The bright. Hang on, I gotta turn this down. Holy cow. There we are. All right. Ah, okay. Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is fun. This is fun. You guys got me into this. I'm telling you, it's y'all's fault. This is why you don't go to Discord. J7, she reminded me that, and it's me that's always said, don't go to Discord. It's bad. They are evidently gonna implement some new stuff, so I don't know how much longer Discord's gonna last. That's okay. I have a locals. We'll go hang out over there. Let's do this. I gotta bring this up. Ba-dum. All right, now let's go. I want to go over here. I like being in the corner. I like being the little like. I like being in the circle. See, I don't know. You didn't. Join miss. We love a big size. It's easier. It's easier that way. Wait, what she did? A butt email? How? From what I read on Project Home. Karen is another. Yes, yes. So that's the that's what was so funny. Reddit last night, there's a source of all my information on tonight. Which so this is kind of scary because before tonight, it's the source of all my information has been J7. She blame her for everything. It's all her fault. She got me. She was very instrumental in getting me with Emily, and then I didn't even see that Side Eyes wanting to hang out Friday, and J7 was responsible for that. I mean, it's just that she's the mover and shaker, y'all. If you want to go somewhere, hitch your wagon up to her. I don't know where you're gonna go. I mean, that's always the thing. Uh, I'm going straight to hell, like my mama said. But what you warned me? You warned me about the vampirage. So T42 said, "Don't stay on Discord too long because you'll turn into a vampire." And I was like, "Yes, I know that." And yes, see, and this is part of the vampire girls. Discord is fine as long as you keep the riffraff out. That's why I deleted Zach DMs. Oh, okay. That's a very good. And they remind me to block him later on. Um, how you doing, Strange? What's up, James? I'm glad you spoke up. Yes, the strains is I've got a encyclopedia from her. It's absolutely amazing. What's funny, strains, when I was this afternoon, I was thinking about this and all everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, so much I have from strains. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I started thinking about you. I really did. And I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I've been getting embarrassed lately. Sorry. See, I go, there I am. I'm saying sorry. Yes. Yes, it is. Highway to Hell is a good song. Very good song. Hang on. No, you're fun. You're fun. It was nice to meet you. It was very nice to meet you. And people ask, like, I think even uh, okay asked about what was on here. I was like, just like 10 people just sitting there talking. And I was like, I am available Sunday nights. I'm available for you to tell me how bad I suck. Which a lot of people have been telling me lately. Not just the woohoo ones, but the some normal ones too. I do everything wrong nowadays. Oh my gosh, I do everything wrong. Oh, speaking of wrong, my whole day I spent trying to set up a stream for Wednesday, gonna do that 8-hour thing because this is already like the 8th, I think. So we're gonna do that Wednesday. I said we, it's me. I haven't asked anybody else to be around. So I'm the riffraff. We all know that. Yeah, my mom. I thought I thought my mom was said I was autistic, like I was good with paints and stuff. And then I realized one day she was autistic, and I was like, oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't nice because I'm not. I've been tested. I'm sane. I'm sane. I passed my test. All right. Where are we with this? Where are we with this? Which one is this? Okay. Yes. All right. I don't like this the way I have it up here. I decided I don't want to do it this way anymore. Um. So this is the affidavit of Miss Reed's attorney saying, this is I can't think of the words right now. It'd be like a memorandum of law in support of is what you would normally think of it as. And he's just saying, hey, like this is what happened. It was a mess up, but we need that stuff destroyed because it's instrumental to our case. Now, this is the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and I didn't know all the people playing in this game. So, like, all these are the this is the O'Keefe family. Uh, and they're suing, and then I didn't realize that, like, I was like, wait a second, where's Karen on this? She's the last one. All these places are being sued, and I didn't like. I don't know what any of these places are. I don't know anything. I've heard Waterfall before, but I thought that was a song. I don't know. Wait, there's a "You Suck" tarot card? Yes, there is. There is. It's always mine when I always get. So yeah. So this is the affidavit of Damon M. Seligson, Esquire. Damon M. Seligson, on my oath, do hereby attest and declare as follows that I'm over 18. I'm an attorney licensed to practice in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I've been a member of the Massachusetts Bar since 1996, and from the date of my admission through to and included the present date, I have remained in good standing with the Massachusetts Board of Bar Overseers. I'm a shareholder in the law firm known as Sheehan, Finey, Bass and Green. I work at the firm's Boston office located at 28th State Street. I'm on the 22nd floor. Ooh, if I was good, I would pull up the maps. I had the maps pull up. I'd be like, let's see what his office looks like. What's the view? I judge the attorney off the view of their office. I've only been in basements with attorneys, so it's it's a good thing. Just stick to the rivers and the lakes. Oh, those are the 2 bars they went to. Okay. Hmm. I'm counsel for Karen Reed, who is named as the defendant in this action. I provide this affidavit in support of Karen Reed's motion for order requiring plaintiff's counsel to destroy inadvertently produced communication and in response to statements that are contained in the opposition papers. It's, who is that guy? Yeah, was it Cosgrove? Like, it's so nice reading the other attorneys' work, yeah, because it's normal. It makes sense. Uh, like here, okay, here's a little nitpick, right? Wait, can I not? Am I not on that? Can I not do where's my tools? Can I not highlight here? I hate Google Drive. I hate all this stuff. I just want a PDF link. I can't. Yeah, that's good, and I can't highlight. So anyway, like here's like so like the opposition. I don't. I think the blue book you want to do the in there, but I don't think about that because the rest of the paper is well written. Now I did notice that because it's not justified. You know the right side's not justified paragraph, and that does a little dance in my head, and so I'm a little bit more picky on your words. What you put in the paper now. I wouldn't be as picky if they had justified this. I'd let things go. I think, this is well written. I didn't see any mistakes, but he didn't justify it. So that's the little thing. Wait, hold on, what's this? I don't want that. Wait, what I do? Oh no, we read. Yeah, I told. Yeah, no. Hey, there might be. Let's see if I got this up here. If this is working, that one. I deleted it. Maybe. What's this? Why isn't that working? Is that trash? I don't want clear. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Here's an eraser. Yeah, a pen is right there. Why isn't this working? Why don't I have working? Okay, doesn't matter. I'll figure it out later. On Tuesday, December 16th, I sent an email to Mark Diller, Esquire, counsel of record for the plaintiffs. In the email, I asked Mr. Diller to provide me with the basis for certain assertions that were included in the opposition. A copy of the email is attached here too as Exhibit A. My email copies by CC certain of the lawyers who have he's certain of the lawyers. I love that. That's a little he's a little cocksure there, isn't he? Who have appearances in this action and includes my client by BCC. As a general practice, I do not blind copy, misread on email exchanges with counsel. I have reviewed my emails to misread. I cannot find a single instance other than this one time that I BCC'd her on a communications with other counsel. Instead, with any communications from and among the counsel that are shared with Ms. Reed, it is my practice to forward these exchanges to her by separate email. The fact that I BCC'd Ms. Reed on my December 16th email to Ms. Diller is was a one-time event. So I'm going to tell you guys, he's been practicing since 1996. This guy uses a dictaphone and he sits there and he dictates to a recorder, and his secretary takes that dictation and she's the one types up his emails and sends them out. And he blind copied Karen Reed. And this is what this is what he, oh god, it was so hard. The name on the door is responsible for the work in the office. So that includes attorneys, paralegals, everything else. Um, so yeah, that's there was one time at Miss at band camp. Um, using her cell phone at 2:28. What time? So it was 11 minutes later. At 2:28, Miss Reed replied to the email, but inadvertently replied to all recipients. So C is the cell phone. It was the butt dial. Realizing Ms. Reed's reply email had been sent to all and that the replying to all was inadvertent, my law partner, Aaron Rosenberg, immediately communicated with Mr. Diller by email at 3:07 p.m., explaining that our client's reply to all was inadvertent. In his email, Mr. Rosenberg requested that it be deleted without reviewing pursuant to the Massachusetts rules of professional conduct. A copy of the email is attached here too as Exhibit B. At 3:51 p.m., I sent a follow-up email to Mr. Diller reiterating that the reply from Miss Reed was inadvertent, and I expressly requested I that he and his legal team refrain from reviewing or disseminating the email or any attachments. I sorry, I was thinking it's funny the lowercase i's for like ones and twos and threes. That he and his legal team delete the email and all attachments from his system and any backups. And three, that he confirm in writing that no portion of the email or attachments has been read, copied, saved, download, or otherwise retained. Yeah, you're not going to get a number three. And four, that he confirmed deletion of all such materials and any derivative copies. A copy of the email is attached here too as Exhibit C. Mr. Diller refused. Accordingly, we served the plaintiff with Miss Reed's motion signed under the plaintiff. So he refused. Now here's the where did I see this? Dun-dun-dun. So here in 11, in paragraph 11, in his email, Mr. Rosenberg requested that it be deleted without reviewing pursuant to the Massachusetts rules of professional conduct. Now, when I read that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I think there is a rule." So, like, the rules of professional conduct are different for every state, but I want to say that in uh, Tennessee, if I remember correctly, this is something because it happens. Okay, I mean, look, it's a practice, right? Not a perfection, and uh, if you receive something that you know you shouldn't have, you're supposed to destroy it and then let the other side know, "Hey, you just sent me this." I don't know what Massachusetts is, and I may not be right on what I said about Tennessee. It may have changed even if I am right at one time. I have no idea. I'm just working this off the top of my head. And remember, I'm not an attorney. I'm not licensed to practice. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Okay. I wear sunglasses inside a house. So anyway, where you go? Where you go? Island, dang, my comment got yeeted. There is no yeets that I see. You so what that means is that YouTube did not allow it. Whatever you said, they did not allow it. So remember, I've got all the filters on that YouTube offers. So that's why you get things restricted here because it's a business, you know. Uh, so anyway, yeah, but there's it doesn't that happens whenever that happens. It's a YouTube thing. Um, I don't because I get anything that if a mod did something, I would see it, and I don't get it. There's nothing here. It would say remove. Like the only thing I saw is Mitchell retracted a message, and I don't see anything else. So yeah, sorry about that. But that's cool. I appreciate that you know that. Yeah, YouTube did it. You I didn't know. I didn't know for a long time the difference between look, I'm in top chat right now. Like you miss things if you're in top chat. You don't get all the chat stuff. And so for a long time, I was like, man, like I'm just being I hated chats because I was ignored in anything I went into. Then I realized like, oh, there's things like YouTube that just it's part of their system. And I my favorite thing to say now is when people ask like, how does YouTube like algorithm and all this stuff works? I don't think YouTube knows. I think it's self-aware. It's doing its own thing. No, I appreciate you. I just appreciate you. I'm sorry to I want you to know that I didn't see anything, and then also everybody else needs to know, like, because people worry stuff happens, but we all love each other and we come back. At the end of the day, wouldn't we all just like to have a good meal together? All right, where are we now? So, yeah, you're supposed to retract this, and the other side said, "No, I'm not gonna retract it." I don't know. I mean, if that's in the rules. All right, let's see here. So this is the blind copied email, right? Mark, in your reply brief, file this with the court. You state, in so doing, Reed and her team not only have leaked evidence that now appears inconsistent with the under oath answers signed by Miss Reed, but also have stated publicly she has evidence to suggest John Keefe was killed inside the house. We deny having leaked evidence. Please identify your Rule 11 basis for making these claims, as we think this needs to be cleared up immediately. Damon. That is her attorney, right? So this is him replying. That's wild. That is so wild. Exhibit B is his emails. Okay, so the plaintiff's emails have been retracted. They're not here. They're evidence. And this one, Mark, Dan, Jason, this email was sent inadvertently. Please delete it without reviewing, pursuant to the Mass Rules of Professional Conduct. Aaron Rosenberg. That's a perfect statement. That is all you need to say. You don't need to say anything else. That's just it. And here's the other thing: in the legal community, you have a respect for the profession. Like you just there's certain things you do. I would never. It's just yeah. Okay, it's like I'm like, "Look, I don't wanna talk bad about other creators." I'm j at the very least, like, I'm not talking bad about attorneys. We've suffered. We went through the horrible, infliction of school and then trying to figure out yeah, when you start, man, it's not as fun as it was when you're in the summers. Summers are fun, man. That makes it all it's all worthwhile then. But, anyway, Zach, he's gotta go check his gobbler turkey. Turkey season in Texas. YouTube gave me my name, still flags it. YouTube apps sometimes. I gotta watch it. So when did last night's stream got restricted? I'm like, why did this get restricted? So I don't know what I'm saying or doing, but it's bad. Damon, his email. Mark, following up to Aaron's request below, the email he refers to was inadvertently sent to you from my client, the subject of a reply brief. It was not intended for your review. The email and any attachments thereto are privileged and confidential attorney client work product materials. Pursuant to your ethical obligations under the applicable rules of professional conduct, you're hereby formally notified in the inadvertent transmission that you are directed to immediately one, refrain from viewing or disseminating emails. Yes, all that stuff. We appreciate your prompt attention to this matter and written and request written confirmation of compliance at the earliest convenience. So that is Karen's side, right? And we've got this is what all the drama started about is that the plaintiff's attorneys uh are saying that in that email Karen replied back and said whatever she said, however Karen's, talks or however she does it. But it looks like she said to him that John was killed inside the house. And that is not what was in sworn testimony. Well, I mean, you can be held in contempt for that. Yeah, it's bad. This is gonna be such a pain. Oh my gosh. This is so much court drama. This is drama with a pin. The drama with a pin. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's that one, and then what's the other one here? We've got nope. This one. What's this one? Is that it? This one? No, okay, so remember, this was the affidavit asking to destroy evidence. It was smart, and they filed it with the court and everything. That's very smart. Now the, answers to find oh, I didn't know he had this. Oh, no way. Oh, this may be more fun than I thought. Okay, wow, hang on, there's okay, so I don't read this stuff before going live because I want the reactions to be, real. I want you guys to see me react in live in real live time. Besides that, I'll tell you something, if I read beforehand, okay, then I may develop an opinion, and then I read it the second time, I may change my mind. So everything I mean, I reserve the right to change my mind. Don't don't think I'm giving that up. But this is all it's just raw, it's just a raw reading of it. And so that way you see how my reaction is, and we get to share it. We get to share it together, have a good time, and the next thing you know, we'll go and have a party somewhere. I don't know. That one, and then we go share screen. And Jay, what's going on? Yes. Okay. Jay, what are you doing? You nut. Angie is also part of the reason why. Oh my gosh. I should have. I saw daylight. In the wintertime, staying up till you see daylight's not good. That means it's like 7 AM. It's so bad. So bad. Uh, let's see here. Did I miss anything else? Um, what did she do? What I do wrong? What I do wrong? Is that oh, I buy Ryobi tools from Home Depot because I don't believe in having cordless on my chainsaws battery operated. Yeah, that's awesome. My pole saws too. I use it on the eyes of the roofs this week. Hey T Rex, how you doing, man? I didn't see you. The call came from inside the house. What's happening? Is my fresh mouth an amateur? Why doesn't this work? I got a sound for that. I got a button. For the mods, am I annoying? No, actually, they've been getting a little slacky. You turn it up a little bit for them. All right, let's see. I got everything. Low chat. I'm okay. Are you sure? I like the live genuine reactions from you. It's nice to see someone with fresh eyes on Massachusetts. Well, thank you, Strains. Thank you. Strains, you're one of my favorite people. You're you're quiet and you just go straight to what you diddle daddle around. You bring balance to my imbalanced brain. This is too small. We gotta get bigger. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the wrong page. Oh my gosh. Is that too big? That's too big. All right, guys. This actually, the titles look fun. The titles look very fun. We'll see. She explains the why behind things that happen. Yes. Is that not? Oh, there it is. I don't see any wrenches. No, that's a good thing. They're always telling me to stop doing what I'm doing. Am I trying to earn some new fans? Did that make somebody? Did that make somebody mad? I don't do anything. I don't do anything. I don't even I have comic books, I don't even read them. I'm not recruiting anybody. I think I still have watermelon Kool-Aid that Brooke and Baker wanted from last year, and we never made it. And I'm like, who gets watermelon Kool-Aid? You're gonna be drinking this whole thing yourself, big guy. Of course, he's never had a cranberry either. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna hit him. What's those Sex and the City drinks? What are those things called? Cosmopolitans. We're gonna get him cosmopolitans when he gets here. He's gonna be, oh, this isn't good. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone the whole time. Are we friends? Oh, I thought you said French for a second. Yeah, why wouldn't we be? All right, let me do this. All right, so reply in support of the defendant Karen Reed's motion for order requiring plaintiff's counsel to destroy inadvertently produced communication. Plaintiff's opposition relies on alleged practices by Reed's counsel, which plaintiffs make up out of the whole cloth. Then they argue that these non existent practices resulted in a waiver of perhaps the most important privilege recognized by Massachusetts law, the attorney client privilege. This is fun to read. Plaintiffs do so in a cynical attempt to abuse a party's honest mistake to seek an illusory litigation advantage. And this suspicious, ooh, vicious tactic should not be condoned. Plaintiff's alternative argument that they should somehow be allowed to keep defendants inadvertently produced non-waived attorney-client privilege communication for impeachment purposes is equally baseless. On February 2nd of 26, Reed served her answer to second interrogatory, and even a cursory comparison of the two documents, the answer and the privileged communication, demonstrate that the privileged communication does not provide plaintiff any additional areas for impeachment. You know, that's a good point. What if the attorneys are making it look like they have that Karen is impeaching herself, that she lied under oath? What if they're doing that to try to wreck her fundraising? Now, that'd be a tactic because when you run out of money, you run out of the defense. Um, doesn't provide additional thing. Plaintiff's assertions are meritless, and the court should reject them. Hey, oh, wait, where did that go over here? Oh, it's over there. Angie, thank you so much. If you are a new member, there should be a link over there on the. You go to my YouTube page, it'll say members up top. If you're a new member, and there will be a link to Discord, and that's where you'll find Angie and me at too late way too early, way too late. If you haven't gone to bed yet, it's still not tomorrow. Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 Oh, there they are. I know I had someone. Sorry. Um, hey, Miss Divine, how you doing? Um, I ate my peanut M&Ms. Now I'm eyeing the plain M&Ms. If I eat them now, I won't have any later. This is a real. Well, what are you doing later? I mean, like, you not go to the store tomorrow? Is that what you're worried about? Do you eat M&Ms for breakfast? Ooh, not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. No, I stayed up. Hey, little Miss Red Velvet, how you doing? You heard him across the pond. Ah, no, I didn't even get on over there, I don't think. I mean, I did, but it wasn't I don't stick around. I had work. I had to make my wife happy. All right. Reed's email resulted from a but reply on. And one time, her counsel blind copied her on email, which does not come close to meeting the standard for waiver. Plaintiffs base their entire, that's a good point. Like, I'd be like, she doesn't understand what is in the email. She's not qualified to understand it. I mean, she's not qualified to understand it. She made a mistake. Um, Plaintiffs based their entire waiver argument on the allegation that by her own direction and or by recommendation of counsel, Ms. Reed has been blind copied on all email communications with opposing counsel since the outset of the lawsuit. Factually, this is simply false, and nothing in the record supports it. In fact, Reed attaches to this reply an affidavit from Reed's counsel confirming that this was a one-time blind copy to Reed and that it is not his practice to include her on emails. However, even without this affidavit, there's nothing in the record that allows plaintiffs to make this unsupported logical leap regarding counsel's practice, nor do they point to anything in support. You know what? If he had mailed letters, this wouldn't have happened. We need to start using the post office. When was the last time anybody's handwritten a letter? Instead of seeking to capitalize on a common and understandable human error, which most lawyers, professionals, and other email users. So, look, you got lawyers, you have professionals, and then everybody else is just other email users. I love that. Other email users have committed at one time or another. Plaintiffs and their counsel should heed Judge Fabricant's advice, which they conveniently replaced with ellipsis in their opposition. Ooh, they replaced it with ellipsis. As a matter of courtesy, by the way, you don't see many people spell out ellipsis. That's really cool. I dig that because I love the ellipsis. I overuse it. And in recognition of their own vulnerability, lawyers should avoid the temptation to seize opportunities arising from inadvertent disclosures. See Charm v. Con, Massachusetts Superior Court. Ooh, it's got a Lexus thing. So that's not published. Hmm. Do you guys know the difference between a published um court ruling and unpublished one? But you don't not all published, and so if it's unpublished, it doesn't hold as much weight as a published one does. You can still find them on Lexus, like that's they use a Lexus service. So you have LexisNexis, which does It's an awesome research tool. And then the other one's Westlaw. And these are things like, I mean, the subscription for these things is so freaking expensive. I mean, we're talking about, I mean, it's unbelievable. I Whatever law school costs, having the you get a free subscription to both of those, and it's unlimited. It's in the entire country, all the laws. Um, that subscription is probably worth the is equivalent to the price of a law school education. I mean, it is so nuts. I mean, we're talking about thousands. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars a month, depending on the research areas you're going into. Um, all right. So anyway, the inadvertently disclosed privileged communication provides plaintiffs. Is that right? Yeah, that was the Lexus one. Unpublished opinion. The inadvertently disclosed privileged communication provides plaintiffs no unique areas for impeachment. Reed recently served her answer to plaintiff's second interrogatory, which seeks the basis for her affirmative defense for third parties caused Mr. O'Keefe's death. This answer is attached as Exhibit 1. Comparing this answer to the privileged communication demonstrates that there is no areas for impeachment unique to the privileged communications. Said differently, if plaintiffs intend to impeach the Reed letter, they can simply use the sworn answer. They don't need the privileged communication. To be clear, Reed has no problem with the plaintiffs asking her about any of these topics. He only opposes her attempt to use sharp practice to strip her of the benefit of attorney-client privilege. Respectfully submitted, Karen Reed by her attorney. Blah, blah, blah. Certificate of service, exhibit 1, blank. This is a little bonus. I didn't know this was attached. This is gonna be so fun. I went to bed and now wait. Oh wait, hold on. Why is this not moving? My chat's not moving. Epstein, other email, other email users are Epstein. Tammy, good night. Dream of me. Um, that was weird. Sound like a train just went by. I realized there's not a train track next door. These motions are great for putting me to sleep. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I thought it would be more entertaining, maybe. This should be good. This is the affidavit. So this is where they ask her a bunch of I mean, these are interrogatories. They ask her a bunch of questions and she has to answer these under oath, just like she's in court. Okay. So that's why like she could be held in contempt. Now, the answer to plaintiff Paul O'Keefe as personal representative of the estate of John O'Keefe, first supplemental interrogatories propounded by upon defendant Karen Reed. These could be fun. These are the questions they're asking Karen. And how many do they have? I see number 2. Oh, screen. I gotta get through it and not stop. State all facts forming the basis for your claim that plaintiff's damages arising from the death of John O'Keefe III were caused by acts or omissions of third parties for whom Ms. Reed is not responsible. As set forth in affirmative defense number 2 and to your answer to the plaintiff's complaint. Answer number 2. Ms. Reed objects to this interrogatory to the extent it seeks information outside of her knowledge and possession. Ms. Reed further objects to the interrogatory to the extent it seeks information subject to the attorney-client privilege or work product doctrine. That means it's work that like the attorneys have done, like you can't get my research. You know, I'm not going to give like I could have a stack of research. This is papers. I like reading papers. I don't like reading computer screens. So you have like all these cases and everything printed out. Ah, I just lost my. Oh, I found my nerd. I felt that was weird. I reached between my legs and said I found my nerd, and it's squishy. I'm gonna stop talking. I need to stop talking. I wonder if Costco's hiring. Ms. Reed also objects to the interrogatory as premature because discovery is just beginning in the case, and she has not yet received full production from the Massachusetts State Police or Norfolk District Attorney's Office. Does that matter though? Do I ask you a question? Huh. Um, the attorney's office, among others, which may contain additional evidence or information relevant to her answer. Therefore, Ms. Reed reserves the right to amend or supplement this answer as discovery proceeds, subject to and without waiving these objections. Ms. Reed states, I was acquitted by a jury of all criminal charges relating to the death of John O'Keefe after a full and public trial that exposed pervasive investigation, misconduct, and corruption. I did not cause and am not responsible for Mr. O'Keefe's death. I did not strike Mr. O'Keefe with my car. Mr. O'Keefe wounds are inconsistent with being hit by a vehicle, inconsistent with being in a physical altercation and attacked by a dog. The credible evidence indicates that he was beaten inside the home at 34 Fairview, blah, 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 the night of January 2029 and died as a result. Below, I describe certain information and facts of which I am currently aware. However, I believe there are additional facts and additional evidence that I do not possess, which will further support the reference affirmative defense. To date, I've not engaged experts for a trial in this matter. Do you hear that? I've not been engaged for this trial. My calendar is open. This response does not take into consideration their opinions. Additionally, at trial, I will rely on my attorneys to and experts to explain the evidence, what it means, and how it indicates who is responsible for Mr. O'Keefe's death. And knowing I did not hit John with my vehicle, and that it was not me who killed Mr. O'Keefe, I am presenting my knowledge solely on the layperson who observed evidence obtained and presented in connection with two criminal trials against me. Presenting my knowledge solely as a layperson who observed evidence. Hmm. During my criminal trials, multiple witnesses provide testimony supporting this affirmative defense. First, my counsel engaged a private investigator who took photographs of a cement ridge curb just inside the garage. And the pathology expert my counsel engaged opined that Mr. O'Keefe's head wound came from a ridged ledge. Further, three separate doctors testified over the course of two criminal trials that Mr. O'Keefe's arm wounds were consistent with an animal attack. And my understanding is that the owners of the house testified that the first criminal trial that the Albert's dog, Chloe, never went into the front yard. Therefore, I believe Mr. O'Keefe was inside with Chloe. So she says right there that, okay. She said that she believes he was inside. They're saying that there was privileged information and where he's saying, or where she's saying that he was killed inside. Oh, yeah. Those things. Oh. Good night, she hunts. 4 a.m. What's happening at 4 a.m.? Between appointments. Well, I hope your appointments go well. Am I lip syncing? I'm not Kid Rock. No, but I did notice though that there's a delay, and it looks like my lips move different than I noticed this the other day on StreamYard too. It drives me nuts. So for s- Are you frozen avatar? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So sorry about that. Why? Okay, I knew there was a problem here. All right, hang on a second. That actually is a new feature of StreamYard's. So what they do is if I go to bring something up, if I hit a tab that's like a different tab, a browser tab, it freezes. I freeze. It's the weirdest thing. I knew there was something about I was like, the way I'm reading this doesn't feel right. So what I did was I moved screens. Thank you. Thank you. Golly, I'm sorry about that. Um, Wait, Miss Divine poops in squares? That's pretty cool. Everybody on YouTube has freezing sharing screen. That's a new thing. What is going on with that? It's so weird. I'm behaving like the CIA. What are you? Huh? Okay. What you think? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna stop. Thank you, Red Velvet. Red Velvet. What's all that Cheesecake Factory has a red velvet cake cheesecake. So tempting. So tempting. But I'm trying to never go to Cheesecake Factory ever again. I found out. I thought for the whole cake was 1,500 calories. That's a slice. Why am I eating these things? And you don't let me eat. Um, okay. Next, Ian Whiffen, the Commonwealth's own witness, confirmed that Mr. Accused Apple Health data is showing 3 flights of stairs were climbed after 12:20 a.m. Apple Health data also shows Mr. O'Keefe taking steps, enough steps to get inside the house at in 34 Fairview. I don't want to read the words. Mr. Whiffen further presented evidence that Mr. O'Keefe's phone battery temperature stayed flat for 3 hours in the middle of the night at just under 50 degrees, which is too warm to have been inside or to be outside in the snow, and then plummeted just before I found his body at 6 a.m. I didn't know about that part. Therefore, the evidence supports the conclusion that Mr. O'Keefe was indoors before 6 a.m. I also understand that a stain on Mr. O'Keefe's sneaker had DNA from 5 male contributors. Ooh, there's a name for that in Japan. Um, oh, geez. I understand that there were 5 males inside in the early morning and that no one saw Mr. O'Keefe outside before 6 a.m., including Lucky Long Ran. Oh my gosh. A snowplow is Lucky. I'm guessing Lucky's his nickname, right? Come on. This way it would be around here. A snowplow driver in the area during the relevant time period. In addition to these facts, the individuals inside the house early morning of January 29th also took actions that strongly suggest wrongdoing, including tampering with, destroying, fabricating, and manipulating evidence, all in a concerted effort to directly blame towards me. At the same time, the individuals and entities who had the responsibility to fully investigate the circumstances of Mr. O'Keefe's death, including Massachusetts State Police, Canton Police Department, and Norfolk District Attorney's Office, and their respective officer, troopers, and employees, failed to adhere to their own duties, instead ignored, destroyed, and failed to gather or investigate highly relevant evidence in and around the house after Mr. O'Keefe's body was discovered. They did so because of, among other things, personal connections between the lead MSP investigator Michael Proctor, and individuals within the house. Proctor's oh, wait, but Proctor knew the people in the house whose house it was, and he was the investigator? He was friends with them before this happened? Is that what, they're saying? Proctor and the other investigators inherent bias, the occupant's connection to various uh, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, the individuals in the house the night engaged in a concerted effort to direct the investigation attention away from themselves and toward me instead. Accordingly, based on the information and the evidence available to me, I believe that one or more of the occupants of the house at 34 Fairview during the early morning hours of January 29th caused Ms. McHugh's death. But there she is saying that she believed it. And that we just read where that was supposed to be a part of the problem of the BCC, the carbon copy. BCC for now on means uh, but not blind. It's but carbon copy. Um, Look for that. Maybe I should pay attention to my messages. Got too much other stuff going on. As a result of the destruction and concealment of key evidence, the truth about what happened to Mr. O'Keefe has been deliberately obscured. I do not know which specific individual or individuals within the house fatally wounded Mr. O'Keefe. What I do know without any doubt is that I played no part in causing, participating in, or contributing to the deaths in any way. Signed under the pains and penalties of perjury. Can't read. Oh, there's little signature. Look. It kind of looks like an H. And let's see, is there anything else? And that is it. So, what you're okay, one. Yeah, this is the money time, right? This is the what you're here for. Um. So here where it says her answer, Miss Reed objects to the interrogatory to the extent it seeks information outside. This is at the very beginning of this, right? This is her answer, or a pertinent answer to this motion or this. Yeah, the supplemental interrogatories propounded upon the defendant Karen Reed. No, I don't want to. This is hard. Words are hard, y'all. Oh my gosh. So right here where it says Ms. Reed objects to the interrogatory extent it seeks information outside of her knowledge. I see here. Blah, blah, blah. What else did it say here that I liked? I don't know. Show my cursor on that. The cursor. Oh, there it is. Ms. Reed further objects to this interrogatory to the extent it seeks information subject to attorney-client privilege or work product. She also objects to the interrogatory as premature because the discovery is just beginning. Therefore, Ms. Reed reserves the right to amend or supplement this answer. You know what I would have done? I would have said all of this, and then at the um, right here it says they'll still weigh on evidence, which may contain additional evidence or information relevant to her answer. Period. And then right here, there's the. How can you guys see my cursor? That is so freaking weird. Right here, after answer, the period, right? I'd have gone straight down here and put signed under pains and penalties of perjury, Karen Reed, and send it back. Like, no, I don't have time for this. Like, we're gonna wait until we get all the information. You're trying to get me to say stuff that I'm not privy to everything. Oh, yeah, you know what? Sometimes your answer to an interrogatory is, "I don't know. I don't remember." That's too vague. Be more specific. But, uh, Angie, you know I love you. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? We're getting a connection here. Words are hard and birds aren't real. King Bob, I'm gonna hit the button that doesn't work for you. Why does not work? Anyway, it's tomorrow here. Oh, well, yeah, it's a James Bond movie. Tomorrow Never Dies. How do you think about that? I don't know. I do not recall I slipped on the ice, fell, broke my knuckles. Yeah. So that's what I would just leave that. But anyway, so the whole thing, I don't understand then going back to the other, saying the motion to remove the evidence, the but carbon copy. It looks like they already said John Keefe was inside the house. Now, hold on here. Is this true? Proctor was the investigator and he knew the Alberts? Is that the truth here? It doesn't much. Who? Who are you confusing? Yeah, I just noticed is that there's shields over here. When did you guys become shields? Oh man. Hey, Bahala, you don't have a wrench anymore. Oh man, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be really bad. Now I have to get him a shield. And then someone's gonna make a video about it, saying about how it's part of our indoctrination that you don't know about. But it's in a book you read. What? Facebook whose mother? Is this well, you guys are telling me that this Parker guy, he's the head investigator of people he knew? You can't do that. I mean, well, you can't do that. That's not real, man. Let me tell you what. Okay, that's some like, come on, that ain't real. You're making baby Harambe cry. This is not. And what do you mean lied to the courts? You got to be specific about that. What? Where's Emily at? Somebody go tell Emily that this isn't real. Okay. I want to know the truth. I trust her. You guys are y'all are messing with me, man. Y'all are pulling my leg. This ain't happening. This didn't happen. Nobody does that. This is like some made up weird like 80s movie. Oh my gosh, it's I can't even think of a movie bad enough. It's totally that's fake. It's like I mean, I can't even think of a movie so bad. Have you ever thought maybe Massachusetts isn't real? That's what I'm beginning to think. This can't be right. Is this a prison colony or something up here? This is not what happens, man. We talk about good old boy systems and cronyism and all that stuff. Man, the South is rife with that stuff. Like Louisiana, it's the most crooked state in the country. That's honest, good as truth. You can look it up. But there is no way, man, that investigate. You have a cop, a dead cop somewhere. Did I say somewhere on somebody's front yard? That's a pretty damning place to be. I mean, all your neighbors can see it. Everybody, you know, I mean, there's no hiding spots in the front yard, right? That's why you go in the backyard to like relieve yourself because, like, you can go, there's a fence, but in the front yard, you do that, they call the cops on you. So, anyway, they find like this dead cop in the front yard of somebody's house. And the guy that investigates it is buddies, and we're talking like super buddies with the people inside. And like everybody thought that was kosher. Yeah, right. No, man, that's not even that doesn't even get past first base, man. That's stupid. That's just you guys look, I really appreciate you guys trying so hard. I mean, chat, y'all mess with me a lot, okay? I get it. And I'm cool with it. But you're trying really hard on this, and it just I mean, I see right through it. There's no way. What are you talking about? I hurt your last feeling? I'm sorry. No, I hear your last feeling. I'm still batting 1,000. Um, Baby Harambe. You see how small I am? The front yard? I've heard it really is small. But this is an area, like 750,000 people live there. This is a big town. You don't I mean, you usually hear stuff like you think small towns, something like this will happen. I hate to tell you, Santa Claus is not real. What do you mean? What is happening? I listen. I You don't Massachusetts. That's what I was always told. I'm a little deep from Tennessee, man. NJ, expert, candy squirrel fun, candy chats. Oh, hey, I just ate candy. Well, you're supposed to keep me from eating this. That was my last one. That's my last candy.
My child just fell down.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Nice.
What? Bad duck, are you here? Are you're the only finally an island of reality and an ocean of diarrhea. Bad duck, you won't believe what they've been trying to tell me. Why shouldn't you make fun of a paleontologist? Those are the dinosaur doctors, right? Because you'll get Jurassic. Yes! Where's T Rex? He was in here earlier. Rex. Ah. Oh my gosh. Next time he Rex, we'll be like, man, you're gonna get Jurassic kicked. when you go back to work. That's a good one. That was a good one. You know, Bad Duck he's a deserving. Thank you, Bad Duck. Check your Discord sometime between now and Wednesday. It's not now, I'll tell you that, but before Wednesday. Uh, yeah, Wednesday. I've been listening a while. Do you believe this? What they're telling me? Should we tell expert about the 4 indicted cops today? What? No. No, no, no. You need to go ask Emily if I'm allowed to hear this stuff. I do not like this. Oh, sorry. Not talking to me. Um, oh, you already told Emily about me? She sent me a message the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds great." And then I forget what it was about. It may have been like, she's like, "Do you know anything else?" I'm like, "No, I don't know anything. I really don't. This is all new to me." Like, it's been very annoying. Like, after a show or something with Baker, and like, he talks about Karen Reed, I'm like, "Yeah, that chick, man. Did you ever get those bikini pics?" That's all I ever asked him about. That's what I knew about her. Um, so bad. It's so bad. Emily is going to send us a few extra charts and coloring pages. Oh, will you if I'm supposed to be sent coloring pages, would you have her send them to Danielle instead? Thank you. Danielle does all my coloring. It's true. I'm not gonna. Do you guys think, look, if I had to do a coloring thing, do you think I would do that? I was like, no, no, Danielle's gonna turn it in for me. But that's not my work. Yes, it is. I found Danielle. Danielle has a talent. I spotted the talent and remembered it. I had to. Do you know what information I may have lost by remembering that? Responsibility. It's a big responsibility. That's what I say. I just have big questions about everything. But this is how I feel, though.
No, 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 oh no! This is not what I had in mind at all! This Danish flag represents my disapproval!
That's how I feel about this whole thing. You guys tell me that. By the way, is his name really Proctor too? Like proctologist? I mean, come on. That's what you guys are going to tell me next. Oh yeah, I don't believe any of this. This is not. This is all make believe. This is make believe. What? So you have people for that? Really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The greatest thing, uh, greatest work product you can put together, Debbie Joe, is not doing something on your own, but is being able to spot the people that have the talent to do magnificent work, because those people may not know how talented they are. Just do it because they're just like, "Oh, this is my thing. You know, I'm just over here doing this." And when you see it, you're like, "Oh, fabulous." Yeah, when you see what she does, like she's had the author of one of the she likes to color zombies. It's amazing work. I've you what it looks like is like a cartoon artist. The so you like a comic book person, they'll do the inks. There's an inker, and then there's a colorer. And the color they put all the colors in of the comic book things, and that's what is like. I mean, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Um, so expert Emily will tell you this in the advanced class. I have advanced class, man. That's bad. I What happened to Baker? Are you hold on, you lost your temper. I don't know where you lose your temper at, J7. I've seen a little hot box of a temper, and I don't know where you're gonna lose it next. You lose it at a lot of places. Some places, I think you strategically put it there, which is awesome. That's what I love about it. This is awesome. Um, Emily has, liked the tweet indicating she will be home shortly tomorrow to help assist you in this giant scam of state troopers we call the MSP. I'll be honest with you, I've never been able to grasp the term gaslighting. And I think that goes back to when I was in high school. I had this buddy of mine, he would light his fart. It was one of the most disturbing things I ever saw, and also one of the funniest things I ever saw at the same time. It was a very conflicting emotional time for me as a teenager. It's being dealt with. Oh, your tempers? You know. Anyway, I found a couple of Daniel pics. I used a couple of Daniel pics for myself. Oh, cool. Cool. Um, oh, yeah. So the Hood Booger crew accused him of theft of valor. Anyone? Hood Booger? Draws dots and connects them. I connected the dots, Angie. What? You know, the problem with connect the dots is that it's not always a straight line. That makes sense. Most people misuse the term gaslighting, unfortunately. Well, though the fire marshal happened to be visiting our school that day, and he's in the back of the class. He, you hear, what you hear. And it's like, oh man, it's all over. It's all over. He turned around, and there he is, his legs up in the air. Oh, it's such a disgusting thing. And the zipper doesn't want to work. I got it. Look, I can't. It doesn't want to close. Anyway, what's wrong with you? And he lights that sucker, and the fire marshal did not think that was very funny and confiscated the Zippo. It's so weird when people have to talk to you about fire. I didn't hit end the thing. Now it's loud. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize what time it is. All right, guys, I am going to start winding this down. Okay, so when are you guys going to start telling me the truth about all this stuff? Because this is all nuts. This is all nuts. I don't believe it. I mean, because honestly, think about what you're saying. You're saying that this is a major thing. Like somebody is looking at life or death. Yeah, right. Yeah. She could be death penalty. I don't know if Matthews has death penalty. Probably not. Anyway, and they're gonna. Why would the police do that? Why would you do that? See, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's why I don't. I think you guys are messing with me. You're totally messing with me, and I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But I caught you. Okay. That's what happened. I caught you guys messing with me because the police would not want somebody who's buddies to like, go and investigate him. It's like, like if you're getting pulled over for, like you've been out, you maybe had a couple, intoxicating liquors, right? And here you go, you get pulled over. Well, you're going to tell the cop about your friend that works for the police force. I hope that works out for you. It doesn't. I got pulled over one time like that. A cop and an attorney with me. I got a ticket. I didn't drink. So anyway, we're going to a donut shop at 3 a.m. If you want, I think guys, I'm reporter said Floyd protests were mostly peaceful. Was in front of the burning buildings. Made you trust them over yourself? Well, I figured they used like a Molotov cocktail on that building. I figured it was probably lit with gas. I got that much of it. Smoke and mirrors, man. That's all smoke and mirrors. Everything is. Mega Leica, hi Mega. Right? What? Somebody get this man the intoxilizer. Oh yeah, that's right. You were there that night. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. No idea. I do have a good picture of that though. That makes sense. Guys, I appreciate y'all. This is fun. This is fun. This is that civil trial is gonna be nuts. And then okay, so I'm hoping Wednesday do the 8-hour stream. It'll be from like 3 o'clock till 11 o'clock. And I will probably not be streaming tomorrow and or Thursday because of that. So yeah, there we go. I'll be building the Lego train. How am I going to move that thing after I build it? Oh, well, it's going to be fun. Y'all, I appreciate you. Love you. I'm going to send you over to the promised land. Wait, how do I end this thing? What do I usually do?
I woke up to go get me a cold pop. And then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.